Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Hannah Claire Reads. Today I am doing a video that I've actually already done on this channel, and that is the Try a Chapter Challenge. So the last one I did was kind of a mystery thriller type video where I read the first chapters of 3 different mystery thrillers, and I love doing that. It really helped me get into a book I was reading, and it was perfect because I wasn't exactly sure what book I wanted to read at the time, and I ended up finding 3 books that I absolutely loved. So I thought I'd do it again today, but this one's going to be casual style. Tonight I'm just tired, and I didn't want to get dressed up for a video, and I just wanted to do a more casual video. Like, we have this whole hashtag, like, make Instagram casual again. Like, can we make BookTube casual again? Because I admire all of those people who, like, get up and do their makeup for every single video, and they look gorgeous. I just struggle with that, and I'm really tired. So I have my hair up, I'm wearing a t-shirt, I have my llama pajama pants on, and we're just gonna have some fun casually reading. I've ordered some pizza, so this is just gonna be a fun night of reading. So I wanted to show you the 3 books that I'm trying to decide between right now, and so I'm gonna read the first chapter of each one. The first book is The Bells by Danielle Clayton, and I'm really interested in reading this, and it was one of the books that my spinner wheel picked for me for August. Kind of, it asked me to pick a fantasy, and this book is a fantasy, so I'm excited to read this. I'm just not sure if I'm in the mood for a fantasy, but I feel like this one's just a little bit different. It's a different type of fantasy, so I'm thinking I'm gonna like this, so I thought I'd try a chapter of this. Second book that I'm really interested in reading right now is Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman. I read Scythe a couple of weeks ago, absolutely adored it, immediately bought Thunderhead, so I thought I would read a chapter or 2 of Thunderhead to see if I want to read this now. And then lastly, I'm going to be reading A Study of Charlotte on my Kindle. So Emma from Perfect Paperbacks and I are buddy reading this, but we're struggling. So first Emma started it and she wasn't into it and put it down, and then I started it but then just got distracted by another book, so I haven't even read the first chapter. But it's a book that I need to get to soon, so I'm gonna read a chapter of this. So I have all 3 of these, and they're all actually books that I do want to get to this month. So kind of like I did for my last Try a Chapter Challenge, I'll probably pick one of these and then I'll read the other 2 like right after, because last time I found more than one book that I was interested in reading at that moment. So I think that's what's gonna happen. I do think I'm gonna end up picking up Thunderhead just because I really like this series and I want to know what happens. But you know, a study in Charlotte or The Bells, it might surprise me. So we'll see which one I end up picking. So I just read the first 2 chapters of The Bells, which takes me up to page 17. So the first chapter was really short, so I just read another chapter. And now I feel like I can give you a better summary. So this story follows a girl named Camellia Beauregard, and she is born a belle. And so in this world of Orleans, people are born kind of with like gray features, like they're just completely boring, plain, and they have to have these people called the belles to make them considered beautiful. And so if they have more money, they can pay for the belles to do any kind of cosmetic thing, and it can be really painful, but that's necessary. It kind of reminds me of the Capitol. And so there are 6 belles, I believe, and they are competing to be the queen's favorite belle and to work in the palace, and that is what Camellia is doing. And so right at the beginning there's kind of the competition, and then later on it's going to be like about life as a belle, I guess. I really enjoyed this so far. The writing style is very flowery flowy, but I feel like it did a lot of world building just in these first couple of chapters, and I'm hoping that we learn more about the characters as we go on. But I thought this was really interesting. It's very different from any other fantasy. It feels more dystopian than fantasy, which I like because I prefer dystopian to fantasy. But like at the same time, Camellia has these magical powers that she's able to use to make people beautiful and to change their features. So it's like that's the fantasy element, but like the world, I don't know, it feels dystopian. But I'm enjoying this. Yeah, so I mean, I might pick this one up, but I'm excited to read A Study in Charlotte next and see what I think of that. But right now, I'm about to go eat some pizza. So I just finished reading the first 19 pages of A Study in Charlotte, and I really like this. Like, now that I'm a chapter in, I'm enjoying it. Like, okay, so I don't know. I think it's a cute concept, and I really like it. I also like how fast-paced it is, and how like we got a lot of character development very quickly. It's actually a really short book. It's like 320 pages, just decently short. So I don't know, I think this is a good contender. I guess I can give you a bit more of a summary now. So A Study in Charlotte follows the great-great-great-grandchildren of Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, and they both come over from England to go to the same boarding school. Not intentionally, but they end up at the same boarding school, and then they have to figure out and solve the mystery of a murdered classmate. So I'm really excited to see what happens in the next chapter, because like we got a lot that happened in just that first chapter. I read it very quickly, so I'm really enjoying this. But right now I'm gonna go read the first chapter or so of Thunderhead. Okay, so I had to switch angles because it's dark now and this is the only place I could get a decent amount of light. So I just finished reading the first 2 chapters of Thunderhead, and I'm really enjoying it. I loved getting back into this world. It was just, I don't know, I mean, I don't like the world. I wouldn't want to be there, but I really enjoy reading it, and I just love it. I love it so much. A lot happened at the beginning. Now Citra is my favorite character. I prefer her to Rowan, so I prefer her chapters more than I like Rowan's. And it starts with Rowan's chapters and not Citra's, but that's fine. But yeah, I'm not gonna give a summary for this because it's the second book in the Scythe series, but basically in the world of Scythe, the humankind has conquered death and disease. However, they can't just keep living on and on and on. They need some form of population control, so there are these people called Scythes that are not under any authority except the group of Scythes, and they go around gleaning, which means to kill a certain number of people, and there's a lot of corruption going on. And we have these 2 characters, Rowan and Citra, who are chosen to be apprentices to become Scythes. So I don't want to give away any more than that, because I like to go into it not knowing a ton, just knowing a bit about the world. But yeah, I love this, and so this one was really good. So I don't think it was a difficult decision deciding between these 3. I don't think I want to read The Bells right now. I think I'll read it very soon. I'm just not in the mood right now, I don't think, compared to these other 2. I really thought I was gonna read A Study in Charlotte, like even reading the first chapter of Thunderhead. However, Thunderhead is over 500 pages.
let's just see how long Thunderhead is. It's 504 pages. So this is considerably longer than this one, and it's also just a bigger book to carry around. And soon I'm going to be starting school, and I'm not going to have as much time to read. So I think it'd be better if I went ahead and read Thunderhead, especially since I'm already enjoying it a lot and I'm in the mood to read it. So I think it's just a good idea to go ahead and read this book, and then after that pick up A Study in Charlotte as just a book that I can easily carry around with me. I can fly through it. So that's my current plan. I'm really happy that I did these 3 books because I had no idea what I was going to read, and it was a really fun night putting this video together and just reading. I don't know, these are like my favorite videos to do. So let me know down below if there's a different version of this Try a Chapter challenge that you'd like me to do in the future, because that would be really fun. I also challenge you, if you have a YouTube channel, you should try this challenge because it's really fun and it just helps you decide what book you want to read next, and you're filming a video, so it's really fun. But if you liked this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, and if you want, you can hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye!